Is Jamie Foxx the newest member of the growing Hollywood anti-Semites list? Can you really have a career in sports and still observe Shabbat? Should we destroy the family homes of terrorists? We're covering all that and more on Today Unpacked, your weekly deep dive into Jewish news. Over the past couple of years, a number of celebrities have come under fire for sharing anti-Semitic statements on social media. Nick Cannon, Mel Gibson, Roger Waters, Kanye, and now Jamie Foxx. Let's take a closer look at what was said on today's edition of Questionable Anti-Semitic Comment of the Week. Last week, the actor posted on his Instagram story to his 16.7 million followers, "They killed this dude named Jesus. What do you think they'll do to you? Hashtag fake friends, hashtag fake love." While he didn't specifically mention the Jewish community, the post read like a classic accusation of Jewish deicide, a dangerous anti-Semitic claim that the Jews were responsible for the killing of Jesus that traces all the way back to the 2nd century. After a ton of backlash, Foxx deleted his post, stating, "I want to apologize to the Jewish community and everyone who was offended by my post. Clarify, I was betrayed by a fake friend, and that's what I meant with they, not anything more. I love and support the Jewish community." The Anti-Defamation League quickly issued a statement accepting the actor's apology, writing, "We welcome Jamie Foxx's apology and thank him for his clarification." While Foxx did face some backlash, many people stuck by him. Former basketball star Eaton Thomas explained, "They killed Jesus" is a phrase used in the black community to mean if they did that to Jesus, they will talk bad about you, lie on you, betray you, meaning people, not Jews. With multiple additional black celebrities backing him up, that this was simply an instance of cultural misunderstanding. Some of Foxx's Jewish friends supported him too. Celebrity plastic surgeon Dr. Ben Talay claimed that Foxx is one of the nicest people I've met in my life. "I think the societies are a little overly sensitive since the whole Yeezy debacle." And comedian David Krumholtz added, "I'm Jewish, and I thought it was one hell of a leap to call it anti-Semitic. I knew exactly what you meant." With all that said, I want to know whether you think this was a case of a poorly out of context post or blatant anti-Semitic rhetoric. Let us know in the comments down below. Next up, Jews in the news. Jews in football aren't known as the most typical combination, but A&M football player Sam Salz is making history as the only Shabbat observant Jew currently on an NCAA Division I football team. And the craziest part, before college, he had never even played organized football. Growing up in an Orthodox community in Philadelphia, he'd been a longtime fan of the Philadelphia Eagles and had always dreamed of playing college football. But his religious high school had no football program, so he focused on other sports instead. Sam's luck would soon change after a chance walk-on opportunity at A&M and a whole lot of training landed him a spot on the team.
I got a text from trainers and the admin staff. They're like, "Hey Sam, we're going to help you through the walk-on process. Welcome to the team." And that's when I started, flipping out a little bit. Well, not really a little bit, a lot of it.
The only problem is that many games fall on Friday night and Saturday, and participating in games breaks several of the strict 39 categories of work prohibited on Shabbat.
I told that crowd 1,000 times I don't roll on Shabbos, Walter.
So how does Sam handle this? He sits those ones out. For games on Saturday nights, he walks to the stadium early, studies Torah, and recites the evening prayer before joining the game.
I wanted to teach young Jewish kids that you don't have to give up on who you are, to do the things that you want to do, to become the person that you're meant to be. Because a lot of time, people might drop keeping Sabbath or, other parts of themselves just to accomplish something. I wanted to teach people that you can be in this place and not have to sacrifice on who you are at all.
Sadly, Israel has been well acquainted with terror since its inception, but 2023 has brought an increased wave of tension in the region, with terrorists carrying out 12 severe attacks and murdering 26 since the year's start, and people are desperate to know, what is the government going to do to prevent the next tragedy? Since 1967, the Israeli military has used the tactic of destroying the houses of terrorists as a deterrent for future attacks. In 2005, the IDF paused the demolitions after their research showed that the practice seemed to have little effect. In 2014, Netanyahu picked it back up again after a wave of increased attacks. Now, as Netanyahu's new government states its plans to expand house demolitions, heated discussion over the controversial practice has bubbled up once again. Plenty of human rights groups have protested the policy, claiming the collective punishment is terror in itself. Home demolitions take place without trials, and blasts often cause damage to neighboring homes as well. Others take up the strategic point originally raised by the 2005 IDF Committee on House Demolition that the policy exacerbates the problem by causing more hate. On the other hand, proponents of the policy claim a destroyed house is a small price to pay for destroyed lives. A house can be rebuilt, but the dead cannot live again. The goal is not to get revenge, it's to prevent terror. And if it works, then how can you not do what's necessary to save innocent lives? More recent research has shown punitive house demolitions do work if done correctly. A 2010 research study examining home demolitions before the Army's 2005 suspension during one of the bloodiest times in Israel's history, the Second Intifada, showed that the tactic caused an immediate significant decrease in the number of suicide attacks. But there's a catch. The researchers found that the effect dissipates over time and by geographic distance. The problem? The process of finding, mapping out, and preparing for demolition takes time. Many proponents of the policy are concerned that Israel has fallen too far behind for the policy to remain effective. The 10 homes that Israel has demolished since the beginning of the year were the homes of terrorists who carried out attacks in 2022, while the homes of this year's most brutal terrorists, like the murders of Ilan Ganeles and the D family, still stand. As the debate rages on, both Israelis hoping to avoid future attacks and the families of terrorists awaiting demolition continue to hold their breath. Where do you fall on this issue? Should the IDF be destroying the family homes of terrorists, or is it an outdated tactic? Let us know in the comments. And that wraps up another week of Today Unpacked. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to stay up to date on all your Jewish current events of the week. Thanks for unpacking with us.